welcome to Your Best Life with Eziaha. My name is Eziaha Bolaji Olojo, and I'm a health coach with a lot of love and passion and expertise in health mindset coaching and also habits coaching. I'm actually certified in both, and these days I have such a growing passion and assignments to children. So child nutrition is such a big deal for me. And this video is going to be about child nutrition. So we are going to be talking about party packs, how to make our kiddos party packs exciting and junk free. And I know that typically when we think of party packs, we think of junk food because we think that's what makes it exciting. But by the time we are done with this video, you are going to be tossing away all the junk from your kiddos party packs, and you're going to be stuffing it with stuff at your budget. That's exciting, that's healthy, that the kids will love and remember for a long time. So if you're ready, let's go. Shalom, best lifers. Welcome to Your Best Life with Eziaha. So like I said, we are talking party packs, how to make it exciting and junk free. Now I'll be sharing 5 things with you about party packs. Are you ready? Okay. So before I go on, there's a health crisis and there's a junk epidemic. United Nations, UNICEF, WHO, Center for Disease Control, everybody is complaining. All the major bodies are complaining, especially those that really look out for our children. So it's not okay that we just keep giving our children junk. Actually, it's not okay. Obesity and overweight have become health crisis literally in children, which is why I'm making a lot of noise these days. We must start to feed our children healthier. And I have a whole wellness revival going on. We did the 2-day wellness revival sometime in November 2023. We're doing right now the Lunchbox Purity series because we want to see more healthy food in our children's lunchboxes. So I partnered with some educators around the world to bring you that, and the details are definitely below. So in this video, I'm coming to your kiddos party packs because we can conveniently take junk food out of it and it will still be super exciting. So I would share 5 things about party packs. The first thing I want to say, of course, is history. How did this whole thing about party packs come into the matter? Okay, so England. England has history for everything, but like started in England. It started in England, and I actually believe this one, even though there are different stories, but I like the England version. So here it started in England, and then people would host parties, and then when their guests would be leaving, they wanted them to remember that whole experience, remember the host of the party, remember that day. So they will give them gifts, they'll give them takeaways, they'll give them souvenirs, they'll give them party favors. That's what it was called then, party favors. Oh, that's how it started though. Before it now moved into this thing that we now see in schools and with kiddos. Now, especially for kiddos and party packs, you have a lot of them in schools, right? So for schools, you know how children's birthdays fall sometimes during the holidays. During the holidays, the parents would throw parties, and it was fine, just throw parties and then you go home. As time went on, the whole party packs were introduced, just the same way it was happening in England in those days. Now, we take party packs to school, especially because the child's birthday did not fall during holidays, so we can't exactly throw a party. The child's birthday is a school day, so we want at least the children to remember the child and enjoy the entire thing. So that's how the whole party packs came into schools, right? And we love it. However, I'm just concerned about what we have in the party packs. So I've talked about history, right? That's number 1. Number 2, right in the history, I kind of talked about the goal, but let me tease it out and put the spotlight on it. The goal is to remember the host, to remember the occasion. So every time I give my children or I give my children's friends a party pack, I want them to remember my children. I want them to remember the occasion. I want them to have really fun memories of it. That's why. That's the big goal for party packs. I'm not trying to feed the children. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to destroy the health of the children, which we inadvertently do when we keep stuffing party packs with all kinds of junk food. Now, you see this video that we're showing now? That is from my kiddos party packs over months. I just kept saving it. Maybe I'll give them 1 or 2 things from there, but all the junk, I'll just keep it together. And you might say, oh, it's just once in a while. I know that thing about kids need sugar. Please don't let me, I'll talk about it in a whole different video, because kids need sugar, I agree, but not the sugar that comes from junk. But let's not even go there, so this video doesn't get too long. So I've been saving all of this, and now look at all the junk that we have. It could have been in my kiddos' bodies. Like, I love my children. I just love their precious bodies. So imagine that I was just letting them take all of this. Now, this in addition to other junk that they have picked up from here and there, which is why we cannot just say, oh, it's just once in a while. It's once in a while too frequent, and we can no longer afford it. So that's why I'm coming for you too. The goal is what? The goal is that we remember your children. Now, when you stuff a party pack with junk and nothing really memorable, the children forget. They literally forget. They just know, oh, we had this junk. They had the junk. They forgot about it. But guess what did not forget about it? Their bodies. Because the body keeps the score. The body keeps the score. So we cannot just go on and keep giving them. We say it's once in a while. It's not as frequent. It's actually really frequent. So they forget the occasion because there was nothing memorable about the party pack. But their bodies keep records of the junk, and it starts to manifest in different ways. And then it becomes a culture, a habit. It's tough to break, and we do not want that. So we've talked about the history. We've talked about the goal. And somehow I've also talked about the third one, which is the things that the children will not remember. They will not remember the junk. They have fun with the junk that day, if you can even term that fun, and boom, they've forgotten. So if your goal is to make them remember your child's birthday, remember the occasion, remember you as a cool mom and dad, then you didn't achieve it, because all they had was junk and they've forgotten, but their body remembers and it doesn't even remember it for good. So that's what you don't want. That's stuff you don't want. That's why you don't want junk in party packs, because it defeats the goal, and instead it is counterproductive to the health of children. Stop it. No, honestly, stop it. So 3 things: the history, the goal, the stuff we don't want to remember. And it's interesting that the stuff we don't want to remember is what our party packs are looking like now. It's just, I feel like it's a lack of creativity. Because if we're more creative, we would come up with amazing things in party packs that would not even involve junk at all. Yet it will be so fun, it will be so exciting, and remember the key word, memorable. The kids will remember it. So let's just get a little bit more creative, which takes me to my 4th point. What are the stuff we should put in party packs if we want to be remembered, if we want our kids to be remembered, if we want to be remembered as cool moms? What should be in party packs? Are you ready? Okay. So I've grouped them into different categories. And really, listen, let me even say this one first, because I've seen some arguments online about how party packs are now so expensive. You know, like parents are trying to outdo each other. This parent is bringing this stuff that is really expensive. This parent is trying to outdo the other parent. I don't want to even join that argument, because I feel like we can look at it another way and look at it as generosity. Depends on how you look at it. You can say they're showing off, but how about they're just being generous? If they decide that they want to give each child a trip to Disneyland, how about we just see it as generosity, as opposed to thinking that, oh, they're just showing off? Because at the end of the day, we still get to benefit, right? Nobody forced you. You do the party pack within your budget, but that's not even why I'm here. I just wanted to state that fact. It is okay if anybody wants to show off or they want to be generous. Stop judging. Accept it and do your own. If you don't want to accept it, drop it. I mean, obviously, I know that sometimes that can have ripple effect, and that really behoves on the school if they bring it to the school. But if I do a party and bring kiddos to my house and I give them some stuff that maybe kid appropriate, but typically overpriced it because I can afford it, that's the person's business, really. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that sometimes we can just mind our business and do what we want to do. So that's it for the other content of party packs. Now, everything I'm saying, you can take it right into your budget. One thing you want to put in party packs, especially for children, is educational stuff. We have to have educational and mentally stimulating stuff. So this is where stuff like Legos come in, where stuff like puzzles come in, drawing books, all those things that make them think and educate them and make their brains just light up with a lot of creativity and inspiration. Like I said, if you would just put in a little bit of thought, we would see them. So I'm not here to give you like names and call brand names. No, ask your friends. Google, go online and search. You will see things. Whether you want it to be super pricey or $1, you would see something that can fit right into the party pack, that is educative, that is mentally stimulating. Gosh, your kids will remember them. And then the kids that are getting it will remember them. It has to be mentally stimulating. It has to be educative. Every party pack must have it. This is also where stuff like books come in, right? You can give them books, you can give them journals to write, you know, colorful pens, gel pens, highlighters, of course, depending on the age of your children. There's so many things that are so kid-friendly that would both excite them, mentally stimulate them, and educate them. And please, I don't even really mean all those stimulating toys that have colors and lights. If you want to do that, that's fine, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Now, the second category of stuff you want to have in a child's party pack, of which this is not an exhaustive list, you can definitely add so much more to it. I'm not saying we must always see this. I'm just saying that if you wanted to start from somewhere, I'm giving you a guide, because some parents are more extra than what I'm saying. I'm just keeping it really basic. So of course, another category would have to be fun stuff. So this is where we have toys, and they can be very age appropriate. They don't have to be too stimulating. They don't have to have lights and jump all around, but they're toys. They're like balloons, they're stickers, you know, things that are just fun that the kids would enjoy. All those cars, like I said, they don't have to have too much lights because those things can be so distracting. But you have like cars, you have like all those, you know them, all those themed things that will make dolls. I mean, expensive, cheap, that's really on you, but something the kiddos can play with over time. You definitely need that there. Now, must you put food? If you're like, I have to put something edible, fantastic, put biscuit, but put crackers. You know crackers? That one that doesn't have, you know, the real crackers, because there's a lot of compromise with crackers these days. So I'm talking of, you know, the crackers that doesn't have sugar, and you can tell. Plain biscuit, plain crackers. If you live in somewhere like Nigeria, there's a biscuit that I'm going to show here, Costa. That's really good. So they're plain. Cabin. They're plain, they're simple. Yes, I'm calling some brand names because I feel like we need to say them so that they can get more airplay and people can be more aware of them, as opposed to those biscuits that have cream in the middle, chocolate, sweets. No! Let me tell you the worst is those drinks. Every drink is horrible, but even more horrible are those funny ones that don't even have like brand names. I mean, because they're cheaper. So sometimes you just buy them. They don't even have like labels. Don't do it. Like, no, don't do it. You don't even need it in the party pack. Quite honestly, it is absolutely not needed. So keep it simple. If you have a bit more money, you can go for dried fruits. Dried fruits, the liquid content has been taken out of it, so it's dried. It's not going to get bad easily. It is sweet. It is yummy. Kids would enjoy it. It gets pricey, but if you can afford it, go for it. Otherwise, just keep it simple and basic with biscuits. Remember, the goal is not to feed the child. The goal is for the child to remember your child and remember the occasion. So we're not trying to feed them dinner that day or lunch that day. No, it's a party pack, please. Fantastic. Another thing you may want to put as an edible would be yogurt. Original, natural, healthy yogurt. Just a small, nice tubs. Just make sure it's original, yummy, natural yogurt, because there's a lot of compromise with yogurt. So, you know, that's really something. And if you do more research, you'll find other things. But you have to keep it healthy, and it doesn't have to be a lot. The goal is not to feed the child dinner that night. They're okay. They are okay. There are other things, and you can just Google them, right? Speaking of Google, research would really help you to not just feed your children healthier, but create healthier party packs. So please let research be at the base of everything you do when it comes to child nutrition. You can't outsource it to nobody. You have to do it yourself. So research, you know, when I was starting to prepare for this video on my TV show, there was just a lot of feedback from moms, and I'm like, wow, moms are really doing fantastic things. Moms are getting like really great content in party packs. Just recently I got a clipper in the party pack for my son's classmate. Someone told me about giving out a hair dryer for girls. I'm like, wow, that's so powerful. You know, different things that people would give out that the child and the parents would remember. Also, you could give functional gifts, like super functional gifts. So personally, I've given out like pop socks, regular socks, singlets, boxers, you know, stuff that the parents would be like, ah, thank you, I know what to do with this thing. Sleepers, Crocs. People, you can be creative now. You're not trying to feed the children. There's so many things that the parents will love you for. Let me tell you, some of the things we're giving these children, you're just causing stress for the parents. There's sometimes I receive party packs and I'm just anxious. Anxiety just tries to step in. Because I'm like, oh my God, where am I going to keep it? I can't use it. My kids can't use it. My home can't use it. So we're not going to remember your child because it's not even going to last. I was speaking to the kid nutritionists. Ify, hi. And we're working on something fantastic together, so moms, look out for it. And she was saying, if I give you a party pack, you will remember me. Some of you will forgotten you because you not give us anything. That person that gave me clipper now, I will remember him. The people that gave me Crocs, my children are wearing the Crocs, I'm remembering them. Memorable gifts, please. Another thing you can do when it comes to party packs and creating experiences for the children, if the school would allow you, break time, go into their school. Remember, the goal is that we remember your children, remember your child's birthday for a long time. So if the school will let you, go into the school at break time. Break time could be 30-40 minutes. Maybe go with this, just an example, because you want to create experiences. Maybe go with people that will face paint for them, then take pictures and give each child a picture from that. So you can have like one picture from the child personal, one with the whole of the classmates. This like will remember you for so long, and it won't even cost you so much. They will eat and they're okay. Just see, you can, if it's possible, you can actually do any kind of experience of how the school allows you. And trust me, most schools will. Some schools will allow you, some may not, but some schools will. Just plan it well. 40 minutes, you can even ask for extra 20 minutes, do 1 hour. Enjoy for that day. Let the children enjoy. You could even wait till after school. Just tell every parent, they're like, hey, just wait for a minute, just stay for 1 hour. We want to do something for the children. You get. Afterwards, give them real food if you want to give them food. Or just give them crackers or something and let them go, they're fine. And then any other gift you want to give them, or only that experience, they're fine. Trust me, they're fine. One of my moms was telling me how the parents will look at her funny, and even her children like, maybe she's just like, take a book, that's what you're giving as gifts. And I've done that for my kids before. I didn't even need to put it in a pack. Just write their names on it and something nice for them. Write a prayer. The end. The end. And it's okay. Who says we have to pack it in a pack? That's what's putting you under pressure. You're not gonna buy plenty junk to make the pack full. Just give one thing. I've done it before, and by the grace of God, I'm still alive. Me, I like to think, oh, why should I do things the way everybody's doing it? No, please, I'm not doing it. I said I was going to talk about 5 things. I've talked about 4 things. The 5th thing, which is sort of so weaved around everything I said, is research. Just research. Ask questions. Don't just, mindlessly say, oh, we buy drinks, biscuits, lollipop, all those things. No, just do a bit of research. Bring love. Let your party pack be a party pack of affection that we would remember long after the birthday is over. We'll be talking about it until the child's next birthday. So I hope with these few points of mine, I have been able to educate you to remove junk from all of our precious babies' party packs, and you still have the most wonderful experience. I promise you. Now that you've listened to me, I'm sure your brain is already buzzing. Like, it's true. If I didn't put it, I could think of other things. Literally, you can think of anything else and give. So I'll see you in my next video. Remember, we have access to the Wellness Revival. If you missed it, you can actually purchase it and really enjoy it, sit into it, because we want our children to be completely free and safe from this health crisis without us, now putting them even more in the crisis because of what we feed them. Because with every bite, You're either feeding your children life or death, and I know that you want to choose life. And if you as a mom are trying to live healthier, build a body that's fit for purpose, and get forever results, I got you. We have coaching programs to cover you. And my coaching is not just take this food and take this exercise plan. No, we look at your mindset, we look at your habits, we go deep, psychology, neuroscience. I bring all of that, into my coaching package so that you can have forever results. All of the details are linked down below. You can get it on our website. You can follow us on Instagram. I'm on Instagram now after almost 5 years of being away. So you can follow us. And please like the video. Subscribe if you're not a part of the family. Drop a comment. I really, 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 really love to hear from you. And please subscribe. Let the family grow. We have to start making money from YouTube. See how I've made up for you. Subscribe now. Like, share the content so that we can start to make money and then reach even more people, which is so important. Income, impact. Let's help more moms and more women and more children. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, keep living in the shalom of God, because the prayer of shalom contains all of the prayers. God bless you. Especially junk in party pack. Let's remove that part and let's put it again. We are going to be talking about junk. No, what's it? Especially those that really look after for schools. Was obviously that some children's birthdays will fall during the holidays. No, that's not it. Sorry. So they have fun with the junk that day. Did I say puzzles already? Puzzles. I'm not saying this is like we must. I'm not saying like this. Oh goodness. They're like can't even remember. What's it now? What's that slippers called that people wear this? Remember, they want to remember the children. You want that occasion to be. No, let's go back. To remove junk from all of our precious babies' lunch boxes. No, okay.